Hello everyone out there, you're welcome. This is Kingsley from KingspetDesigns. Once again, I'm going to use this opportunity to thank those of you that have always been with me, coming to watch my video. I must really tell you guys, I really appreciate. And for those of you that are just joining me for the first time, all I want you to do is just hit on the subscribe button and also hit on the bell notification so that you get notified each time I upload new videos. Alright, let's go straight to this tutorial. In today's tutorial, we are going to be looking at, for example, someone asked me a question: what's the best way to export your images or your work after finishing? So now I'm going to be showing you the best exporting format you're going to be using while exporting your work. Like for example, you can see this work has to do with more or less, like we have images. I did this work recently and it has to do with images, more of images. And exporting this work, there's a format you're going to export. It will affect your images while exporting them. Now I'm going to export this now and show you the best way you can use to export this particular image. Now what you're going to do, Control and E on your keyboard, or you come up here and just click on it, export. So from here you are going to export it. Now for example, I want to save this thing on desktop so that it will be easy for me to access for this particular tutorial. Then I'm going to select bitmap. For example, I want the picture to be bitmap. Now there are several formats you can actually save your work here, but for this tutorial I'm going to be using bitmap. So I'm going to be using bitmap, then export. Now after exporting, the next thing we are going to do is when it opens this place, next thing you're going to do, okay, I'm going to leave my quality as high quality. I need it to be high, or if you wish you can choose, but let me leave it as normal high. Now I'm going to, if you look at the preview here, let's check out something here. When you look at this preview, let me say for example, if you look at this preview, you will see that this is its preview. This is how our work is going to be looking like when we finally export this particular work. Now I'm going to change another. Let me assume I'm using RGB color too. So now when you see RGB color, you see that this is more or less giving us the true color of the work we are working with. It's more or less giving us the actual color of it here. Now I will tell you the difference between these two particular set of colors. Now when I'm using something like, maybe I'm designing a poster that doesn't have to do with more or less more images, there are no images on it, just maybe the poster just just involve text and shapes. So that particular kind of work, I'll more or less prefer to use CMYK color. Why am I using this? Because that will actually bring out the color of those shapes out very well. Like you can see, this one deals more on the shapes. It brings out more of the colors very well. Okay, now let me export it so that you see the difference. I'm using this as CMYK color. That's 2 bits. Then I'm just going to export. I believe this is it. It has exported it on my desktop now. So I'm going to also export it as the other format. Now export. Now I'm going to name this new now, or let me make it RGB. RGB. Now I'm going to export it. Now on this I'm going to make it R. Select the RGB. You can see if you use grayscale, your work is totally going to be gray when you use this gray. You can see how it, when you use a grayscale, this is, sorry, the preview, this is how your work is going to actually look like. It's going to be more or less gray. So now making use of the RGB color 24-bit, then I'm just going to hit on, still maintaining the high quality, hit on OK. So now this is my work. This is the RGB and this is the CMYK color. So now let me preview these images on my. So now you can now see this is the CMYK color. You can see that when you use this exporting, you see the image. Just look at how the images are, and a kind of bit darker. It makes the images a bit darker here. Meanwhile, when we use this is the RGB image, you can see how the color of the work actually comes out. So I don't know if you might have any difficulty in any of this, so I believe this particular tutorial might have helped you a lot in this aspect. So you can see both how the difference between them, so you can on your own now know which is best for you while doing your exporting. As I said, this CMYK mostly are for when you are exporting something like images, something that has to do with text and shapes only. If your design is based on more of text and shapes, I prefer you to use CMYK. Then if it has to do with image, so as when you are printing, the image will come out clearly, I prefer you to use RGB. I don't know, some other designers might also have their own perspective of the colors, so but on my own side, I prefer this in my designs. So I don't know if anyone have additional contribution or anything you want to add. You can actually comment on the comment box below, and if you have any question or any video you want me to work on, please don't hesitate to also comment on the comment box below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe for those of you who have not yet subscribed, and hit the notification bell, like and share this video in case you enjoyed it. Alright, thank you once again. Until next time, bye.